And what's up, Voofs? We have another patch for Dawn of War 3, and I'm making this video to talk about it, to talk with you about it, and to give you my current thoughts on the game changes so far, as I have played a few games yesterday using the new patch changes, as well as the new turret function in the game right now. Tested out the new map as well, and I must say, the new map is awesome, but let's talk about that in a sec. So you might notice I haven't added the typical Foxclaw TV opening to this video. I will not do that for videos like these, where I will be just talking instead of playing. So yeah, stay tuned, stick around, we're gonna talk about the new patch right now.
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?
So, what do we got here? Patch notes, June 20th, 2017. We have this neat icon, a little original message from Cat. Let's skip that though. Or yeah, whatever. So let's see. We got patch overview. Let's keep this video a little shorter than the last patch video I did, because well, the patch is smaller anyway. So let's go. We got patch overview. New. We got new models. So we got Annihilation Classic and Annihilation with defensive. New modes, not models. Sorry about that. So, yeah, Annihilation is like a classic mode where you just have to destroy all the buildings before you can win. I played those, I already tested them out. With defenses is technically just, you start off with 2 turrets next to your base and 1 turret next to one of the early requisition points. However, I'm not a fan of those modes. I've never been, actually. I do prefer the power core mode, because it streamlines the game a little bit more. And these Annihilation modes, well, they're just so sluggish. They're just so slow in my opinion. Especially on the new map. If you play Eldar, you can just teleport everywhere, build your bases, and you just don't die. It's like a losing game, sure, but you still won't die, and it takes forever, and that's not my playstyle. But let's see. We got new doctrines, the Tarantula turret, big shooter turret, and shuriken graph platform. So these are the free turrets for the free factions. Now I've heard people say, oh, why add them to doctrines, why not have them playable at all times? Well, that is a valid questioning. But then again, in Dawn of War 2, if you think about it, you also had your turrets, your buildable turrets, like connected to certain heroes you played. So if you didn't play those, you had no ability to build those turrets in the game. So yeah, that's pretty much callback to Dawn of War 2, where you have to equip it to build it. However, let's talk about those turrets just for a sec. Just my initial impression. I think they are kind of meh, really, to say, because they don't deal too much damage. They don't really tank a lot. I mean, depending on what you're up against, you can destroy those turrets pretty quickly. And also, their cost effectiveness is not really good. They have normal armor, but yet they cost 60 energy. 60 energy. They cost 300 requisition, but that's fine, or whatever. But 60 energy, I would say do it 30. That would be enough for what they do in the game right now. But 60, I don't know. I don't think you should invest 60 energy in a platform or defensive turret that cannot move, that doesn't deal a lot of damage, and that can tank somewhat, yeah, but really use those 60 energy, especially in early and mid game. You don't want to use that, especially as orcs, because you want to invest your first energy into a wall banner instead of a turret. With the other factions, maybe, kind of, but meh. I actually did not test out the Eldar one. I do wonder if the Eldar graph platform has the ability to teleport like the other buildings. That would make it the best of the free turrets, obviously, if that was possible. I think it could have that feature, but then be like more... Then 60 energy would be a fair price, but 60 energy in general is way too much. So let's talk about the new map, Mortis Vale, 3 vs 3 and 2 vs 2. So yeah, it's a little too big for the 1 vs 1, so I'm okay with that. I've played it 3 vs 3 as well as 2 vs 2, and I need to say it is my favorite non-1 vs 1 map in the entire game. It's really cool. It has a lot of paths, basically. You don't have your typical lane play, even in parkour mode, because the map is so open. And you, you know, it's kind of weird because they add these turrets to the game, right? But this map is the most turret unfriendly map in the entire game because it has so many paths. You can skip over objectives and go to the next and attack there. And building turrets on this particular map is actually less effective than all of the other maps. So yay, but whatever, right? So I love the map, really fun. You should try it out. Free skins, yeah, we got some free skins for the ranged. No, not the ranged. For the other secondary titans in the game, the non-named titans, so to say, the non-character model titans, and they all look pretty cool. I think the orc one doesn't look that cool, but the Eldar and Space Marine ones, they look fabulous. So we got general changes right here. Gameplay: fixed an issue that makes elite healing around the player's HQ and protection structures more consistent. I don't exactly know what that means, but actually, right in the first game I played, I had a bug where my orc elite would not heal next to any of my buildings, and I just had to, well, fight and let him die in order to revive him, and then he would heal. So that was weird. Anyway, maps. Well, Mortals of Vale has been added. Yeah, we know that already. So, what do we got here? Some changes. Let's read. Space Marine changes. Tactical Marine. That's the only change we got for Space Marines. Doctrines. Tireless. Tireless was the running one, I think, where they have much more movement speed out of combat. So, speed bonus decreased from 3 to 1.5. Okay. They were a little quick on their feet, in my opinion. They could even keep up with Eldar easy. So this looks good. Yeah, why not? So speed bonus will kick in 15 seconds after being out of combat, up from 11 seconds. So slight change, a little more delay. Whatever. Not really changed anything. Speed bonus now begins at 15 seconds after spawning a squad of tactical marines instead of instantly. So no more spawning out of base and then just straight up speed running all over the map where you need them. Okay, I see that. And tireless, a decorator icon now displays your progress towards the speed bonus. Okay, why not? It's just some visual help. So, and there's a little comment from the creators. Let's see, from the devs. We did buff the damage on tactical marines significantly, which we do feel was warranted. However, the tireless doctrine acted as a multiplier. It allowed them to cover too much of the map and gave too big of an advantage in early skirmishes. We will continue to monitor the doctrine's usage rate and cross-reference its impact on games. So yeah, they kind of noticed that their tactical marines buff was really big, and this doctrine kind of, well, it's not really a multiplier, but I see what they mean. It's just you were everywhere with your attacks, and that was too much map control. Because the assaults are actually the ones that should be the ones controlling the map, if you get my gist. So yeah. Oh, we actually do have a little more changes. What do we got here? Terminators. Doctrines. Focused shot. Fixed an issue where slowed targets did not display the slow icon. Okay, whatever. Imperial Knight is also a bug fix. Fixed an issue where the Iron Shield sometimes failed to block certain shots. Whatever. And another bug fix for the Imperial Knight Solaria. Fixed an issue where Solaria's weapons were not disabled during the wind down of Gatling Barrage. I see. So just bug fixes. I'm not really interested in bug fixes. In my opinion, any bug should be fixed at one point. So, whatever. Eldar changes. Ranger. Okay, changed sensor beacon to be single cast when a group is selected, meaning they won't all use their ability in the same spot when the order is given. Truth be told, and I know this sounds weird, but I have never once used the sensor beacon of the Rangers ever so far. I know, right? But yeah, I do play Eldar a lot, and I do play Rangers, but I've never used this. I actually don't know why. Is it useful? You know what? Tell me in the comments section. Should I try out sensor beacons? Or, well, I might as well. But anyway, Fire Prism. The Fire Prisms no longer play their death animation when being levitated, but not killed by orbital bombardment. Okay, I didn't even know that happened, but I guess that's a bug. So there's way more bug fixes from here on. Why didn't they just put those bug fixes in here? I don't know. Anyway, general. Let's just read. It looks like it's not too much anymore, so let's just read the last few bug fixes and then be over with. General, fixed an issue where Windows taskbar set to the left or top of the screen would not be hidden. I see. Fixed issue where skimmer units that were knocked back onto negative space were instantly killed. Oh, okay. Fixed issue where water towers would sometimes stop producing scrap. Oh yeah, I've noticed this as well. So that's great. Campaign. I'm entirely sorry. I love the campaign. I think it's a great mode. I beat it in hard mode, all levels, everything. I even uploaded the hard mode finale on my channel. If you want to see it, just check out my channel, or I might just put a link in the end of the video or in the description. But yeah, these changes to campaign, I don't really care about that unless they would add more content, but just skimming over it doesn't look it. So, multiplayer. This is interesting. Fixed most common instances of an issue where spamming hotkeys allowed multiple resource add-ons to be constructed on a single resource point. Additional instances of this bug are still being investigated. What? What? Are you reading this? Was this a thing? I actually was wondering, not sometimes in some games, how my opponents would have so much more income than I do, even if they have less of control of the map. Is this why? Were people actually abusing this? So you're telling me you were able to build multiple resource? Wow. Whoever knew about this was at a big advantage. I'm glad they fixed this. Oh my Beerus. This is extreme. Wow, this is a big bug. Glad they fixed it. Rotated some heavy cover on Stratum P28 near the middle of the map to allow for easier access. Stratum P28. That was a map. Which one was it? I'm not entirely sure. Let me check that out. So, fix the spot on Charon's Rest where an elite could become trapped. Oh. There are actually some bugs on some of the maps. There's this 2-on-2 and 3-on-3 map where there's just giant map, two sides, and there's like this bridge over a volcano in the center. I don't know exactly the name of that map. Is it Charon's Rest? I'm not sure. That map has two spots where actually units can get stuck. Really bad. And I think it's still there. I'm not sure though. So, user interface. Added support for exclusive full screen and window display options. Oh, I see. Yeah. I've been using the windowed full screen, but you had to select full screen. You would have this instead of this. But I guess now you have the option to do this as well. Or was it vice versa? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's good to have the option. Changed the placement of several front-end components to group player name, icon, and skulls together. Oh yeah, they changed the interface a bit. Great. Fixed an issue where quitting after a match loss would cause units to change colors. Oh, I noticed that before. It's a multiplayer, 2-on-2 and 3-on-3. Like suddenly you win or lose, and suddenly units of your mates or opponents would have your colors. So weird. Not a big deal though for gameplay. Fixed disconnect behavior while on the elite info screen. Okay. Fixed an issue where the paint scheme list was cut off for players 3, 4, 5, and 6 in a free versus free lobby. Okay. Fixed a race issue where quick match players would become stuck in a black screen after the game countdown. That actually happened to me before, yeah. Fixed an issue where the texture detail option would not correctly save when applied. Whatever. And art. Fixed an overlap issue on the Meganob's Mastery skin. I see. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Small patch, small big patch, big small, small big, big-a-dish patch. So the biggest change obviously is the map and the doctrines for the turrets. Turrets, in my opinion, still too much energy cost for their value, basically. Although, I'm not entirely sure about this, but I think they kind of scale with upgrading vehicle armor, vehicles, or infantry. The thing is, they have normal armor. I don't know. Either give him, like, vehicle armor, which probably would make him too strong early, or just cut the energy cost to 30, really. But don't keep them like they are right now. I mean, even the older Eldar doctrine of the what is it? The warp shields or whatever, those buildable shields. You know, even those I think are way too expensive for what they can do. Way too expensive. Anyway, so yeah, we got a new patch, and that's great. And oh yeah, by the way, there is one more thing I have noticed that might be a hint for something, and you might have noticed it as well, or you will actually notice as soon as I tell you, because if you log into the game right now, and then look on the top screen, and then go into armies or elites or whatever, you will notice that the Space Marines, Eldar, and Orcs, the buttons are now moved to the left of the screen, creating new spaces for new races. Yeah, new factions. Maybe very soon we'll get an announcement. I am hoping for that. And yeah, anyway, so thanks for watching. Thanks for looking through the patch notes with me. I hope I was reading this loud enough for you guys to listen to. I hope this was interesting enough to hear my opinions. My English really kills me right now. And yeah, what do you think about the patch? What do you think should have been different? What should they have added? Do you think the turrets are good, or should they be nerfed, buffed? Decrease the energy cost is what I said. Let me know in the comment section. Let's have a little discussion down there. And yeah, thanks for watching. This was Fox. If you're new to this channel, if you want to see more like this, then please subscribe if you haven't already. And also don't forget to, well, fade the floof. Fade the floof. You can fade the floof by hitting the like button. Make it a FAT-ASS-FLOOF. Oh, by the way, I am not the floof. Don't think I am the floof. I'm not the floof, okay? The floof is just it's the floof. It's fat. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Fox out.